GameStop wants to buy eBay, Assassin's Creed is fighting rough playtest rumors and an AI-edited leak, and superhero movies are either making a comeback or just walking right into a trap. All that and more on this episode of The Rift. Hey travelers, welcome back to The Rift, the show where we cross through this week's biggest stories in games, comics, sci-fi, fantasy, tabletop, nerd tech, and the industry chaos that surrounds all of it. I'm Pete from Ghostlight, and this is The Rift for April 7th, 2026. Now, there's a lot to get through this week, so let's dive right in. This week's major story is one of the strangest business moves we've seen in a while. This one hits gaming, finance, meme culture, retail collapse, collectibles, nostalgia, and internet spectacle, just all at once. GameStop has made an unsolicited offer to acquire eBay. Let that sink in. According to GameStop's own investor release, the offer is $125 per share in cash and stocks, and this values eBay at roughly $55 to $56 billion with a B dollars. GameStop says the deal would combine eBay's global marketplace with GameStop's retail footprint, collectibles business, and gaming audience. It also claims the combined company could achieve around $2 billion in annualized cost reduction within 12 months of the deal closing. Just saying that out loud feels strange. GameStop, the company most people still associate with used games, trade-ins, midnight launches, Funko Pops, and the meme stock explosion, is trying to buy eBay. The eBay. The online marketplace where you most likely bought like a copy of Final Fantasy X, a replacement Wii, sensor bar, and probably at least one thing you forgot you bid on at 2 a.m. And that's the hook, because this is either one of the boldest reinvention attempts in recent retail history, or one of the most expensive, sir, this is a Wendy's moments of all time.
Dude, this is a Wendy's restaurant.
Now, perhaps you heard about this because people are baffled, and one of the reasons is size mismatch. GameStop is not bigger than eBay. They are, in fact, much smaller. So when a smaller company makes a bid for a larger company, everyone immediately begins to ask the same question. How are they paying for this?
Half cash, half stock.
I hear you. I'm just saying that math doesn't get you to the price that you're offering.
Now, Reuters has described the proposal as a roughly $55.5 billion takeover deal, but the basic pitch from GameStop seems to be this. eBay has a marketplace. GameStop has a gaming and collectibles audience. GameStop also has physical stores. And GameStop CEO Ryan Cohen believes that eBay is spending too much money for too little growth. And that's like the cleanest business version of the story. But of course, this is GameStop, so you know that there's much more chaos involved. And because it's GameStop, we can't not talk about 2021, when GameStop became the original meme stock. They were a struggling retail brand that was transformed into the symbol of retail investor rebellion, Reddit-fueled market chaos, short squeeze methodology, and internet finance culture. Ryan Cohen became a central figure in that story, and to some investors, he is a turnaround artist. To others, he is a meme stock celebrity, but to skeptics, he's someone whose public moves generate enormous attention, even when the business logic is still hard to pin down. And that matters here because this bid doesn't read like a corporate proposal, it reads like a sequel. This is a meme stock company trying to buy an online flea market. This is GameStop trying to turn nostalgia, collectibles, retail investors, and resale culture into one massive ecosystem. And that's why the internet reaction has been so intense. Now, some retail traders are celebrating this as a masterstroke, reportedly joking about names like Gameshire Hathaway, basically treating Ryan Cohen like he's trying to build a bizarre meme stock Berkshire Hathaway. Others are looking at the same deal and saying, this is reckless, this is expensive, and this might be completely unrealistic. And honestly, both of these reactions make sense. This deal is weird enough to inspire both belief and disbelief at the same time. But wait, the story gets even stranger, because Ryan Cohen reportedly started selling personal items and collectibles on eBay while GameStop was trying to buy eBay. Now, obviously that won't fund a $56 billion deal, obviously, but I do think that there is a point. That point is attention. This is where Ryan Cohen is using eBay itself as a stage while trying to buy it. It's corporate theater, it's meme stock marketing. It's a wink at the exact online investor culture that made GameStop famous in the first place. And that's why this story is so hard to evaluate like a normal business story, because part of this is finance strategy, part of this is brand strategy, and part of it is just pure internet spectacle. If Cohen is trying to convince people that GameStop can become the center of gaming collectibles, resale, authentication, and fan commerce, then selling collectibles on eBay while trying to buy eBay is not random. It's a message. This is the market we want to own. Where do I land? I don't think this is a joke. But I also don't think this is obviously genius. I think Ryan Cohen is trying to do something very specific. I think he's trying to use GameStop's remaining cultural power to escape the gravity of its old business model. As we just reported back in March, GameStop just closed 700 of its brick and mortar shops. Gaming retail is not the future. Digital distribution won that war, and GameStop knows it. But if you're GameStop and you need a new identity, eBay gives them a possible answer. GameStop becomes less of a game store and more of a fandom commerce company. Now that could be smart, but it's the size of the swing that makes this dangerous. This is not GameStop buying a niche collectibles platform. This is GameStop trying to buy eBay. That's not a pivot, that's a boss fight. And the only reason that we're all talking about it is because GameStop still has the one asset every brand wants: attention. Now the bid may fail, it may never close, but for 1 week, GameStop has made itself the center of business conversation again. And that just might be part of the strategy too. So, I want to know what you think. Is GameStop's eBay bid a bold reinvention, or is this the final boss of meme stock absurdity? Drop that in the comments. Let's talk about Assassin's Creed. And there are two threads here. The first, reports have surfaced that the playtest for Assassin's Creed Invictus, Ubisoft's multiplayer spinoff, they've been, well, rough. Second, Ubisoft publicly criticized a leaked image of the project after a fan admitted to using AI to edit that image. Now, this is bigger than just one bad screenshot. This is about trust. Ubisoft has one of the biggest franchises in gaming, but Assassin's Creed is also a franchise that's changed shape repeatedly. It's been stealth action, it's been open world RPG, it's been historical tourism. It's had multiplayer before, and now Ubisoft appears to be experimenting with a new multiplayer spin-off in a time when audiences are extremely wary of live service projects. And that's why the reaction to this has been so sharp. Fans are not asking, is this one game good? They're asking, does Ubisoft even understand what people want from Assassin's Creed anymore? And when a rough playtest rumor collides with an edited AI leak, it creates a perfect storm. Now, the AI part matters because it's probably going to keep happening, right? Like, leaks are always messy. They're often blurry, incomplete, out of context, or just outright fakes. But AI makes it worse. Now someone can just take an unfinished test image, alter it, upscale it, distort it, or generate something that looks plausible all on its own. And that's enough to start an entire news cycle. And this is bad for developers because unfinished work can often be misrepresented, but it's bad for fans because it becomes harder to know what's real and what's not. And it's also bad for coverage because rumor channels, such as this one, can accidentally turn altered images into news. Now, Ubisoft responding directly was probably the right move, but the fact that they had to respond at all tells you exactly where the franchise is right now. When a franchise has trust, fans will wait. And when that trust is thin, a blurry image becomes a crisis. To be clear, Assassin's Creed is not doomed, but I think it's clear that Ubisoft is in a fragile place with the brand. And if Invictus is good, Ubisoft needs to show it clearly. If it's not working, they need to be willing to rethink it, because the worst outcome is not delaying a weak game. The worst outcome is launching another live service experiment that convinces fans Ubisoft is chasing trends instead of protecting one of its most important franchises. Okay, so for our next story, I want to talk about the superhero movie pipeline. Marvel and DC are both moving big pieces into place. On the DC side, Man of Tomorrow is moving forward as the next major Superman project, and the Batman Part 2 is also preparing for production. On the Marvel side, we're getting ready for our next Avengers era, which is moving through production with Doomsday and Secret Wars looming as these giant question marks over the MCU. Now, we just learned today from Entertainment Weekly that Matthew Lillard has reportedly joined the Man of Tomorrow in an undisclosed role. Second, there are also reports that Avengers Doomsday is still filming close enough to release that fans are watching that timeline carefully. This story matters because superhero movies are not just automatic anymore. For a long time, Marvel and DC could treat major superhero releases like guaranteed events, and that is not the world we are in right now. DC has had a rough run. With the end of the old DCEU, Marvel has had more of an uneven post-Endgame era. Audiences are not necessarily tired of superheroes, but they are tired of homework. They're tired of obligation. They're tired of movies that feel like setup for another movie instead of just one that completes a story. So now Batman, Superman, and the Avengers all represent different tests. For DC, the test is whether James Gunn can rebuild trust. A Superman sequel moving forward is a confident signal. Matthew Lillard joining the Man of Tomorrow is not a massive industry-shaking story by itself, but it does give fans something to speculate about. Who is he playing? Is it a villain? Is it a strange supporting character? A deep-cut DC role? That kind of casting mystery helps keep a movie alive in the fan conversation while it's still in production. And The Batman Part 2 has a different advantage. It doesn't need a shared universe to work. It can succeed on its own as a crime thriller or a detective story, a grimy Gotham noir, and that might actually be the safer superhero bet. Marvel's challenge is harder. The Avengers name still means something. It carries the memory of Infinity War and Endgame, but the MCU doesn't have the same unlimited benefit of the doubt that it once had. Now, if Doomsday and Secret Wars feels like emotionally necessary stories, Marvel could absolutely rebuild momentum. If they feel like cameo math, then the backlash could be brutal. And that's the real superhero fatigue conversation. I don't think people hate superheroes. I think people are tired of being asked to care just automatically. The old superhero model was, here's another piece of the universe. And the new model has to be, here's a story worth your time. That is the challenge for both studios, not just more heroes, better reasons to care. And you know what that means? It is time for our lightning round. So let's get into it. Nintendo rumors are back in the mix, including chatter around Switch 2 plans. It seems that Star Fox and possibly the Ocarina of Time are showing movement in their development, but sadly no new 3D Mario until 2027. Ryan Coogler's Proximity Media has been attached to a new Animorphs adaptation at Disney+, and the fan reaction has been exactly what you would expect. Excited, nostalgic, and terrified that Disney might sand off all the weird little edges. Animorphs only works if it's allowed to be darker than people remember. This was not just kids turn into animals, it was child soldiers, alien parasites, body horror, and trauma in scholastic book form. Finnish AI lab QuTwo raised 25 million euros, with various coverages framing it around AI and quantum computing and European tech infrastructure. Now, this is not the most viral story of the week, but it matters because the AI conversation is moving beyond chatbots. The next wave of infrastructure, optimization, simulation, logistics, and even quantum-inspired problem solving. Marvel and DC crossing over is still rare enough to matter. The new Spider-Man-Superman crossover celebrates the 50th anniversary of one of the most iconic intercompany team-ups in comics history. And even if the issue is not perfect, the event matters because Marvel and DC crossing the streams reminds fans that the walls between these universes are business walls first and creative walls second. The N-World RPG crowdfunding roundup covered projects like Break, Nordic Monsters, Citadel of the Sun Kings, and more. And this is a great reminder that while the biggest entertainment companies are still chasing these giant IP swings, the tabletop space is still being powered by small creators, crowdfunding, and weird specific ideas. And honestly, this is where the most interesting design energy in gaming lives. GamesIndustry.biz is reporting that Griffin Gaming Partners launched a $100 million indie development fund led by Hooded Horse CEO Tim Bender. Now, this is worth a quick mention because indie funding matters. The industry has been rough for developers lately, and access to capital can decide whether small teams survive long enough to make something truly special. Google's $9.99 per month AI health coach is launching on May 19th, according to TechCrunch. AI is moving from novelty tools into everyday life advice, and that raises real questions about trust, privacy, accuracy, and whether people want a subscription-based robot wellness coach. An insider gaming story noted that the Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 3 director is open to exploring DLC possibilities. Now, the Remake trilogy is already one of the most watched RPG projects in the world, and a DLC could change how Square Enix keeps that world alive after the trilogy wraps. And finally, today, May 7th, an update for Marvel Rivals launched with version 1.5, adding shop content and fixes. Among them are Winter Soldier's Starlight Gunslinger bundle and Venom's War of the Realms bundle. And that's what's crossing the rift this week. Let me know in the comments below, is GameStop's eBay bid brilliant, ridiculous, or just somehow both? And while you're there, tell me which story you think we should follow for next week. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future episodes of The Rift. As always, I'm Pete. Thanks for watching. Stay curious, stay connected, and I'll see you next week on The Rift.